I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. And go. My weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes. My weakness echoes in my soul. Oh, it echoes in my soul. My weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes. I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Hi guys, how are you? Hello, Sourpuss.
What's up, everybody?
Oh shoot, I just remembered you told me to fix my
Hey, where's
volume and
my
I never
lemon?
did. Hold on a second.
Where's my
Oh wait,
stinking
my
lemon?
mic might be okay actually.
For some reason, my lemon's not showing up.
Oh no, I
It's a-
see it on I see it on StreamYard, but not on my
hmm.
phone.
Oh well, doesn't matter. I think they know who I am.
So, how many of you guys were in Dooley's chat?
I saw, I saw everybody here.
Well, and SoFlo and SoFlo sent me a message and said I was blocked. And then not very long after, I got blocked. I was
It was
very
fun.
sad.
It was. I have to admit that was fun.
Or not blocked, timed out, sorry, I misspoke.
I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, there were some really funny people in there. I mean, it was good. You can even see Dolly. He was looking at his screen. He was laughing at the shit that people were saying. It was funny.
Well, and I
Somebody,
obviously got there late, um, but when he said, "I haven't talked to Bertha, it's been a hot minute," and I was like, "That's interesting because she talks
yeah.
about you all the time."
Oh yeah, well, PJ's not gonna fucking play with these lurkers anymore. I don't think. I like them together. So controversial. I think she's great for him. I don't care what anyone
I
says.
like PJ.
Yeah, I mean her, but I mean I think she's also good for Dolly as well. I mean it gets a little long-winded, and to see him sit on that big ass couch, I can't do that. I can't look at that. It's too much. But I think overall, and he pretty much he said he wanted to be fair in the chat, so it was free range in there. Betty
Yeah,
came
Dolly could not
stomping in.
concentrate. I
Old Bertha came stomping in there. It was
Oh, wait, one mod told Bertha to stop name calling?
I missed that. I trust AMAC
I
was
did
in
too.
there.
Oh,
I thought
oh,
AMAC.
the mods got mad at the name Bertha. Well, she told me to keep her name out of my mouth.
That she did.
So there was born Bertha.
That's funny. There were some like big old simps of her in there, just cackling the same thing. If you don't like it, go watch something else.
Yeah,
It doesn't work that
BHB stands, jelly. Jenny calls them.
well. Yeah, I saw AMAC was gonna pop that Stony guy in the nose, metaphorically.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at chat. SoFlo said Bertha called Muffin Mouse no brain, and one of the mods told her to stop name calling.
I think SoFlo was having some jerk offs go at her as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, VK sir. Missing all your notifications.
Damn it.
Yeah, who is Stony? Is that who you blocked in here?
No, I think. See, I misunderstood. I think she meant she had to block him in Dolly's chat, like
Oh,
to
because I was
defend
gonna say I
herself.
didn't see anybody blocked on.
Yeah, I misunderstood her. That for one of the first comments she put up there.
Oh, okay.
We good?
Hey, Spitfire. Hey, Gina. Let's see who else is here. Let me go up to the top. AMAC, what's up, haters? Yeah,
I woke up with a little little scratch in my throat. I think those witches put a curse on me.
maybe.
It's all right. I heal quickly, and I never
I have
forget.
to get some garlic.
Yeah, some garlic, or just I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Petunia.
So what else is going on? This YouTube's crazy right now.
I know, and I mean, I'm glad I work, but I'm also not glad I work because I miss all of the drama.
It is wild.
So I'm glad I got to see some of Dolly's, and then I did see that Queen Bee went live,
I
and
was, I was almost tempted to watch Queen Bee today. I never, obviously. she fucking hates we don't get along. So I don't go over there because it's just frustrating that I can't chime in. So it doesn't make it worth my time. But I really wanted to hear her response to Nanya. Did you guys hear Nanya's 25-minute live? Holy crap, that was eye opening. I mean, it was strangely echoed how I feel, but Nanya has just far more grace with her words than I do, obviously.
Yeah, and I listened to Nanya's live and um like I've missed a lot, like I'm behind and I knew there were some issues between her and Queen, but I didn't really understand what was going on, nor did I really think it was my business, but
Yeah, I had no idea really. I think they did a really good job of just keeping it private, and then it just kept bubbling up. It
yeah,
sucks. It sucks.
and
I mean,
I don't know how true this is, but I did hear I don't know who the girl was that Dolly had reading the new filing, but
oh
she
yeah, just
mentioned that
repeatedly saying their government names over and fucking over again.
yeah,
That was unacceptable. I mean, you can't. I know it's complicated, but you're not supposed to dox a dox, right?
right.
I mean, it doesn't. I
Oh,
don't know.
Sweet Misery True Crime. Thank you, AMAC. She seemed nice enough.
So when is this supposed scheduled interview with what's his
It
name?
Morbid tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So I actually I'm going out tomorrow. Well, not like out. I'm going to dinner with some friends and we're gonna have some, adult beverages.
Watch out.
It probably won't be 2 hours, but I mean, I mean, you know,
Yeah,
thankfully I live close enough to where we're going that I can walk home. I'm gonna walk home, um, so I don't drink and drive. But
yeah. You,
so,
you guys, you guys don't have Ubers in the sticks, I suppose.
I know, and it'd probably take a while for it to arrive, but I don't live very far from the bars. Well, it's like a bar restaurant.
Oh, cool.
Um, so yeah, it should be fun. Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I was telling Sourpuss the other day, I I couldn't find my car keys. So I'm going nuts trying to find my car keys. And I usually when I come in, it's usually my fault I can't find them because I just come in and throw my stuff on the kitchen floor and then I just kind of throw my keys towards my bags and still couldn't find them. So I said to myself, don't tell me I left them in the door. Yep, there they were. Nice and cold and frozen.
Purely Jenny says QB consistently has blowups with her quote unquote friends. There is always one common denominator in these situations. Bingo. Amen. Or whatever, however you want to say it.
Hey, Blink. Oh, okay. So SoFlo had said, I'll be there in chat, speaking about Morbids, to troll the F out of Bertha. And then Blank Screen said, that's my job.
Yeah, I didn't realize Blank was premiering something until I was already like cracking up over in that chat.
Oh, what is a tile tracker
Tile
on my
tracker. It's
keyring?
just like an air tag, like a tracking device.
So you can find your keys? I need to do that.
I have one in my wallet.
Interesting.
I'll just hit my wallet down like random fucking places, so it's bizarre. I've done it my whole life. So what else is new? Anybody see any new clip videos? Anything fun?
I have got to say, so people probably notice, like, especially now that, my mic drop moment is going around, I talk really slow because I always think about what I say before I say it. And,
I don't.
well, I plead the
Well,
5th.
yeah.
Um, but hearing it back, so Sourpuss told me yesterday after my live, he's like, "That was great, like, mic drop, like, the mic drop moment." And I didn't really understand it because I said a lot of things that I thought were pretty impactful, right? And so then I saw the video from Chronicles of the Oblivious. It is easier to
Oblivious.
say if you say "oh." Um, and I was like, "Damn." And then I just watched it again, blank screen in his premiere, he had my mic drop moment, and I'm like, I just, I didn't plan it. I didn't have a script. I didn't. And so sometimes, some other people who, not you, Sourpuss, but someone who shall remain nameless, probably should slow down. They
Shameless.
should think before they speak.
Shameless. Shameless hags out there, I'm telling you.
Oh,
Of,
AMAC,
of, of,
did you not hear my mic drop moment? Because Chronicles has told me I could always use her videos. So if we want to watch it, we could. Oh, thank you, Sean.
Sean, I've done the same thing looking for my wallet. My sunglasses too. I'll have them on my head. I can't find them.
Oh, I just saw Sean's or like when I go to look for my phone, I'll be like, "Where's my phone? I
It's
just had it." And I'm walking around with it. It's
I
like, "Oh,
literally, at one point I had to put like just get a white paint marker and put a giant line on the back of my phone because I would sit it down places that were the black, the same color as my phone, and I would just not be able to find it for minutes at a time. It would drive me nuts.
oh my gosh. Okay, I know I'm like a kid in a candy store with these, but I have got to show you the kitty on my screen because I'm gonna go get Oblivious's video. Um, but check out my kitty. What is his name? Night Lovebug. So cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was all a mic drop. And a lot of the comments I got were, I don't know how you can, keep so calm and like nice, like kind with my words. But oh, Melissa, I'm going to actually get it. I'm going to we'll watch Chronicle of the Obliviouses video because it was good.
Yes,
Oh, and how about that? I already have it up because I wanted to finish it last night and never did. Um,
yeah, it was good. I mean, the
whoops.
editing was good. I like it.
All
You
right.
can tell when some
And
channels actually some clip channels take the time and actually produce something that's reasonable and not just like a cheap attempt to get some views. Sometimes, sometimes people just make a quick clip video to as an avenue to allow or comments to run wild so people can vent. It has almost
yeah,
nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the quality of their piece of shit video. It's more about giving a platform for people to say nasty shit, and then they could say, "I don't have any control over the chat." You know,
right. But you can delete comments.
yeah, quickly, as quickly as they come in.
Mm-hmm.
It's some punk bitch shit.
Hey, Kathy P. How are you? I did get your email, Kathy. I just haven't had time to read it, but I did see it and I will read it probably tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. All right, so let's check this out. I don't really enjoy hearing myself,
Mhm.
but I do really like how um and it looks like my internet is acting up.
Hi, Kathy Pete. Hope you're well. I didn't mean to get you mixed up in that shit with those witches. I just it just so happened that they were talking over there, and I couldn't help myself. I tried to be as respectful as possible, and trust me, I was biting my tongue there. So yeah, I do apologize. I didn't mean to bring it there. It's just they, you know.
All right. So my internet is showing that it's unstable, probably because it's so brick outside. We're supposed to be getting ice slash snow overnight. I'm
Nice.
not excited about it, but it is
Yeah,
going to be December next week. So yeah, currently it's 34 degrees here and it feels like 28. It is
yeah, that's
really
chilly.
cold. AMAC. No, it is not. I don't actually have a name for my Wi-Fi. I do not. Um
Strangely enough, my Wi-Fi name is my therapist name, Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Yolanda. She's a rock star.
And I don't think we have anybody from New York in here or New Jersey, but I was telling Sweetie Pie, jeez Louise,
Hey yo.
Sourpuss, that whenever I hear the name Yolanda, I think of Yolanda Vega with the New York State Lottery. So before, like phones and, all these electronics, she would come on TV at 11 o'clock every night to announce the lottery numbers. And so whenever I hear um, the name Yolanda, I think of Yolanda Vega. Hey, Ren, how are you?
Oh yeah, AMAC mentioned that yesterday. Was it Selena's manager or was it, I don't know, was she handler?
Yeah,
I don't even,
she was her manager, and
okay,
then
okay.
she was, like, stalking her.
Yeah, that was some wild shit, huh? I can't believe like she was so beloved. Why weren't people looking out for her? I never watch any of those documentaries. I should watch one.
Do I
Of
listen
you.
to Hey
You.
Babe? I've never heard of Hey Babe. They always talk about Yolanda Ve Yeah, she'd be like,
Oh
"It
yes,
is Yolanda Vega."
AMAC. That's shit. Chris Stefano. Chris Stefano and the guy from that prank show. Chris Stefano is a fucking brilliant stand-up comedian from I think Long Island,
Oh,
and
yeah, so then he would know Yolanda Vega.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh. Amex, email me that. Oh yeah, Chris DeStefano and Sal Volcano.
yeah, Sal Bocano. Yeah, it's a podcast on YouTube.
Oh, hey Lisa. Yes. All right, so let's take a look at this. So again, this is Chronicles of the Oblivious, and the thumbnail that she had for this was pretty amazing. I don't know how she edited it to look like I was yelling, but the fire around me, like, it was
Yeah,
pretty
really cool.
awesome.
Yes, you can see the effort that was put forward.
Mhm. All right. So for those of you just coming in, if you haven't seen this, this is my what's being called my mic drop moment from yesterday. So, here we go. So someone in chat said they were referring, in my opinion, to Dietz and Morbid turned out liking Bertha like Bash did. So this, I don't know if it's because Bash and I still speak, if she's just, she's angry that Bash and I actually get along. I don't know what it is. But that comment caused her to go hard left and say some really fucked up shit.
The reason why people hate me so much.
And so for those of you who have not seen this, or, saw my response from yesterday, it is some really effed up shit. Yes. I know, isn't the flame amazing? Like, so
What
amazing.
what
And I don't know how she got my mouth to look like it was yelling where you can't tell it was photoshopped, but that's pretty amazing too.
what Bertha said yesterday was nothing short of unacceptable.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say about that. She should fucking stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Much because they think I was a horrible person. I mean, shit, if you looked at half those thumbnails and listened to the description of these people that have never met me before or never had a conversation with me and never said boo to me, never even understood what makes me tick, talking crap, like I would think I was a horrible person too. But now I've been on here for 2 years and people see the work I do and know that I do work well. They're jealous.
And let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, she sped us up. So it actually, let me just slow it down a tiny bit because I speed up Bertha and then Chronicle speeds up me. So it's like Bertha is like all right, let me back it up just a little bit.
Lisa, yes, it was absolute slander, defamation. I mean, textbook, very specific, very clear laws, and she just shit all over those yesterday. I mean, and in no attempt at an apology, like end the live and then have that moment of clarity, like, fuck, what did I just do? She's not like a normal person that would do that, right? Or obviously. I don't know, Emmy,
Right.
did she call and apologize? Did she text and apologize?
Nope.
No.
And I don't
But
even think I didn't get any emails saying that she mentioned me this morning either. So,
well, she knows she fucking just shit all over that, like a true dummy.
hey, True Jedi and Scorpio Sting, welcome. Oh, I agree, True Jedi. Like, that was, like I said, that was really effed up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, she's angry that Bash and I actually get along. I don't know what it is, but that comment caused her to go hard left and say some really fucked up shit.
The reason why people hate me so much is because they think I was a horrible person. I mean, shit, if you looked at half those thumbnails and listened to the description of these people that have never met me before or never had a conversation with me and never said boo to me, never even understood what makes me tick, talking crap, like I would think I was a horrible person too.
And I've never heard of this saying, these people have never learned what makes me, I can't remember what she said first, but tick and then crap. I'm like, no one wants to know that.
Yeah.
I've never heard that saying before.
Yeah, she, you know how she does words.
Yeah, not very well.
Not very well. Look at that pause, though.
Oh, hey, Pig Lips. Oh, TikTok and crap. Yes. Thank you. I knew it was tick something crap, but yeah, like, these people don't know what makes me TikTok and crap. Huh?
I mean, I do have a legit question because obviously, like, I don't know. Obviously, the courts are looking at these lawsuits against these two people, right? Queen and Bertha. So, is there any chance that she has any chance at all of redeeming anything positive from all of this that she's doing? I mean, is there a shot in hell that she's gonna like redeem herself at all here?
I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think she will because she believes that she is right.
It's so bizarre. I mean, it's so strange to me because I, and then agreeing to go onto a live like Morbid, someone who like dicks his people. It just doesn't make any sense.
I know. bizarre.
Yeah, so bizarre. Like, hey, I'm a professional child advocate. Catch me live on a show called Morbid X. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I would be entertained by the interview, but that would be the dumbest thing she ever did, in my humble opinion. And she's done some doozies, as we all know. Queen's counter has merit, though. Yes, I think so. I think that's right.
Oh, I agree, Lisa. She spoke with such conviction, with no stuttering or looking up, like it was right there ready to fire out of her mouth.
I just don't want it to drag on forever because it just seems to be in the way of like common sense everywhere. The whole trial, whatever you call it,
Mm-hmm.
the whole litigation. Um, but things are shaping out interestingly. This week's been a mind fuck of paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I
everyone knows
didn't.
that.
Oh,
Sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was
You
just gonna
go.
say everyone knows that Queenie and I don't get along in any way, but it's gotta suck to have that happen with Nanya. But I mean, again, I think Nanya's right, so it sucks. Probably sucks for both of them, to be honest. But I would say Nanya was eloquent. That's the word I'd use.
Yeah, she does have a way with words. She does have a way with words.
All right, sorry, go for
Ooh, what the heck? I
it.
don't know what I just did, but that was weird.
For 2 years, and people see the work I do and know I do work well. They're jealous.
No. And again, I'll say it again. I am not jealous. When I hear that part, I crack up because I'm like, no. And I am not jealous. No, ma'am. I love my life. I love what I do as a career. I love my family. I love my
Easy.
friends. I love my online life and people I've met. So I am definitely not jealous. No, definitely not. Not at all.
They try to stop me. They literally try working around the clock. Like there's a few creators that I'm literally sick.
We try working around the clock. At what? We have lives. When I go to work, I don't even think about you because there's so much else going on. And I'm trying to get my students to pass their state exams. Hey, Chili Peanuts, not very late. Not very late at all. Lisa says, listen, with a rap sheet as long as hers and the fact that she skirted jail or / prison, that does kind of impress me, though it's totally sus.
Yes. I just realized that your C word is career.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's not the C word I get in trouble for. You're in good shape. This all
That
checks
is
out.
true. I do use that a lot. Yeah. I have a career. Like, I'm there to teach them and to hang out with them. I do this after hours. And I'm in bed because I need to get up in the morning to go to work. So, you saying that we do this, we're trying around the clock? No. Not accurate.
It's like literally mental illness on me. Like that teacher in New York.
Oh, so real quick. So in Dolly's chat earlier, one of Bertha's mods was there. And so I kind of called her out, saying that she condones this behavior. She said, don't get me involved with your childish antics. And I responded, well, considering you're one of the mods who allows people to dox me in the chat and who supports her behavior, you are involved. And this mod, Sonia, commented back, she never said your name. Listen, everybody knows who the teacher in New York is.
We sure do. And if you aid someone in committing an offense, such as doxing someone, if you allow it to happen and you have control to stop it, that's called culpability. I have a difficult time with that word, but it basically
Yeah.
means that you bear some responsibility for what's happening there. So you can also be held accountable for it.
Hey, Brandon, how are you?
She's a sick girl. She's got a lot of emotional problems and probably shouldn't be teaching our children, but nobody wants.
I have a lot of emotional problems. Please, Bertha, implore me. I mean, I was just wondering, I wonder if she knows what implore means.
No way. No fucking way.
How much do you want to bet she's going to use the word implore at some point in the next few days? And most likely incorrectly.
It's almost inevitable at this point.
Yep. Make a community post. Tell me what kind of emotional problems I have. Because, I mean, yeah, I have anxiety, but I feel like that's a lot of people have anxiety. You know, I worry. I worry about things. A lot of the things I worry about, I can't control, but I still worry.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't worry? I
Yeah.
think if you don't worry, you're not paying attention. To some extent. Yeah, there's no need to worry so hard that you're paranoid and you think people are going to harm you if you leave your house like Bertha does. So, well, at least she said that.
Right.
So
And Chili Peanut says she probably thinks it's some kind of flooring. Implore.
nailed it, Chili Peanuts. That's good. That's solid.
That is a really good one. I think so far that's the comment of the afternoon at this point.
Oh my
We'll
God!
see if
Someone in Dolly's chat said that Bertha has resting gripped face. Oh, I couldn't stop laughing.
oh my gosh.
To talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about it. She really does have some major problems in her life.
I have some major problems in my life. Again, can you make a list? What are the problems that I have? I would love to know.
I found that out. Nobody wants to talk about it. I can't even talk.
Oh, you found that out.
Found that out.
How did you? Right.
Yeah, so that to me that's very interesting because this is fresh off the heels of a bunch of people getting mad at you for hanging out with me. I find it very interesting that all of a sudden she found out evidence, what you want to call it, against you. It's not true, of course. Very interesting timing on that. Suspicious even.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't think she found out anything, honestly. I think she's just saying she found out.
I'm willing to bet my lunch though that she gained a few followers there or a few allies there. That's just my gut feeling.
And I will say I was looking at the laws in New York State, and so I just got this one thing up I was looking for. New York law.
Yeah, I looked as well.
Yep, says it is unlawful for an individual to make deliberate statements that intend to harm the reputation of another party without factual evidence
Factual
or
evidence. That's
based on hearsay. So if she found out, that is hearsay because that
say it.
came from
Yeah,
someone else.
exactly. Fucking say it along with me, class. Factual evidence.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying something that is not supported by the fucking truth, then you can be held accountable for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. And once again, these hags talking about people's mental health and mental well-being. It's what do they say? The pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
It's very perplexing to me. Actually, no, it's not. It's very simple for me.
Hey,
Hey,
Runaway Truth. So, Runaway Truth says Miss Paralegal should know that couching slander or libel behind Nix is not a hedge against litigation. If the victim's ID is readily recognizable by the common person, it is enough. Just my opinion. I agree with you. Because when she
okay,
said the teacher from New York,
that's
everybody
descriptive enough.
knows who she's
Yeah,
talking about.
exactly. Gina said, "Wow, I could sue half of YouTube." Gina, do not get sued. Come on, like, please don't get sued. I'm kidding, of course.
And Brandon, I am not I am going to start a fund for therapy. So, we'll get to why. If you haven't seen this, you will understand why. But yes, Bertha believes that I need therapy. So, I'm going to start grifting so that I can get some. Not really, but you know.
So, yeah, that's a good idea. Grit for your own Yolanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thinks saying someone's legal name in a video is not doxing. Yeah, well, I BK sir, I think the beginning of that you said, but she thinks. I think that's what she doesn't. She she's so impulsive, and from my perspective, um, I don't know. There's gonna be some interesting things for her soon.
That is
I
true.
hope
She
she.
also said God gave us our names. So,
And it's also never too late to take responsibility for things that you fucked up, and maybe apologize to the people that you crossed inappropriately. I
yep,
mean,
it's never too
honestly,
late.
you can always throw in the towel and just be a decent person in any fucking given moment. I'm here for it. Believe me.
Did you find that out? There's clearly someone who knows a lot more about me than I do. I mean, I'm sure you're listening right now. Spill it. Spill the beans. Who knows me better than me? Because I need to meet that person.
Talk about the lady because I truly think she's a mental basket case. And she
Oh, and so this actually picked up. I think she's a middle basket case instead of a mental basket case.
I thought she said metal, like Metallica.
Oh, because I need to meet that person.
talk about the lady because I truly think she's a mental basket case. And she's teaching our children. She's got emotional issues from deep-seated trauma.
Deep-seated trauma. Deep-seated trauma.
Deep seated, like a 1973 El Camino. Hey, what's up,
And
cheese?
I actually, I think of when I think of deep-seated, I always think like all that came to my mind was deep dish pizza. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't had that in so long. It sounds so good.
It does.
Hey, Cheese, how are you? Oh yeah, Brandon, we're not monetized over here. Nope. Yeah, this is Sinner and I's joint channel. So I'd love to know what my deep-seated trauma is.
I don't know.
Maybe
if we
It's
become
not my
better
trauma
friends,
to tell.
I'll find out.
Say that again?
I said maybe if we become better friends, you'll tell me.
Oh. Maybe.
You never know.
Oh, not your trauma to tell. Have you been listening to me? Because I always say it's not my story to tell. Right?
Yes, you say that often.
I mean, here's the thing, and I've talked about this on my live, so it's not a secret. I wouldn't call. Oh, good point, AMAC. Then why did she tell it? Good point.
It's the same thing with somebody said, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm not saying they're guilty, but you know,
Well, and but negates everything you've said prior. So yeah. Call it deep-seated. Seated is what she said. It's seated with a D. I wouldn't call it deep-seated trauma, but yes, 15 years ago, my ex-boyfriend took his own life. Was it traumatic when it happened? Absolutely. Did I get counseling for it? Yes. Is it deep-seated trauma? No. Not at all. So, again, that's not a secret. So you're acting like you know things that I haven't shared. So if that's the case, please share them. Because I've been open about that.
She should not be teaching kids. She has gone off the deep end. And you guys are sitting there supporting her and don't even.
I've gone off the deep end. Well, considering I still have a job, I still have a career. Oh, there's the C word again.
They said not to say the C word.
I know. I still have a house, a car, family, friends, my degrees, and I made sure to throw in my degrees. Plural, Bertha.
Oh, no problem.
I
No
would
problem,
say I
Brandon.
don't drink. Oh yeah, because didn't Bertha call you dinner?
Yeah, it happened a few times. Everybody kept just fucking it up. It's funny though. I get the joke every time.
Yeah. Well, I think Brandon always calls you dinner.
I mean, if you look at some comments under some videos made about me, I've been called a lot worse than dinner. Holy cow. Those people are vicious. Not very smart, but vicious.
I don't do drugs. I mean, again, you seem to know a lot more about me than I do. So, please educate me.
And realize that we sit here and talk about how we don't want to exploit people that have mental illness. But yet you guys turn a blind eye to mental illness every single day when you support these.
Oh. And I'm going to play that again because I think that's really important to hear what she just said.
She's literally
She's got
describing.
emotional.
She's literally describing her 24,000 subscribers. Literally.
Yeah. And it's sad because with her attacking me, she's attacking, like I said later, later on when I responded, like she's attacking those who truly have mental health concerns.
Yeah, it's basically putting it in a light that if someone is having a difficult time, that they're not a good person, or they're, something bad might happen, which is such a dangerous stance to have on mental health. Because I mean, the fact of the matter is, if everyone that was dealing with something was violent the way Bertha is, or you know, then she would have a case. But the fact is, a lot of people, suffer silently and battle with their prescriptions. And I think she's talking about herself.
And Brandon, I just want to say I am so sorry. And if you ever need someone to listen, please email me because I can't fully understand what you're going through, but I know what it feels like. So,
I need to put, yeah. You guys feel free to email me as well. I could give good advice sometimes, not always, but sometimes. I see Chili also lost a friend. I've lost friends that way as well. Mostly guys I knew from the military. It's like an epidemic. I mean, the statistics on veterans that harm themselves is off the scale. I mean, the only other profession that's even close to that is I think police officers. That gives you any indication of
yeah.
how bad it really is. So yeah, I can't really tell anyone how to get through that. You just really, if you need to talk to someone, do it.
And actually, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't put links.
But I do have, I'm going to change the banner.
Issues from deep-seated trauma. It's not my trauma to tell. She should not be teaching kids. She has gone off the deep end, and you guys are sitting there supporting her and don't even realize that we sit here and talk about how we don't want to exploit mental people that have mental illness.
And so this is where I had wondered, some of the creators that she has been speaking highly of as of late, does she know their struggles with mental illness? They've been open about their struggles as well. And yet, here she is attacking me for what she believes. Yet, she's actually speaking to creators or working with creators who may have true mental issues. So when she's insulting me, well, when she's trying to insult me by slandering me, she's truly insulting and taking away from those who truly suffer with mental illness. She's
Bingo. That's exactly right. Nailed it. I think you're right. There were a couple mic drop moments there. That's definitely one of them.
I actually thought this was my mic drop moment.
Everybody loves an F bomb.
Yeah. I mean, I should have known about the F-bomb because I don't say them very often, but I really thought this part of where I talked about mental illness and how she's, being condescending, I really thought this was going to be the mic drop moment. But
Yeah, it
I've
was.
got to
It
agree
was.
that the F-bomb one was quite well.
It was. Yeah, it was perfect. And also, you don't
So,
speak slowly; you speak intentionally. It's like a lost art. So there's,
well,
not too many
that's a
people
good
are
way to
aware.
look at it. And Runaway Truth says, Emmy, even if you did have mental health issues, she now needs to take her victim's advocate shingle and shove it so far up it shuts her mouth. No advocate says such things and re-victimizes people. True
Well,
that.
that's a home run of a comment right there. Absolutely valid and factual.
Yep. And I'm going to put that up for a second. Oh, Brandon, she had a twin brother.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, not at all. But I will be thinking of you and your family. She's very condescending in that respect. Because she's saying that because I have alleged mental illness, that I'm not worthy. I mean, that's a pretty strong statement that she just said. And I really hope that a lot of people see what she said, because it's not okay. And with that being said, my ex did struggle with mental illness. It wasn't the first time he tried to take his own life. It was the fourth. And sadly, the fourth time he succeeded. So I think she really needs to tread lightly and shut her fucking mouth. Because she has no idea what someone could be going through. And to project it onto me, I'm okay with that, because I'm okay with myself. But one day she may project that on someone who's not. And I would hate to see anyone, including Bertha, have blood on their hands. That's what I thought the mic drop moment would be.
Yeah. No,
And did
you
someone
very well
just
said.
catcall you?
That was me. I was whistling you dropping the F bomb.
Oh, okay. I was like, who is catcalling? It's not anyone over here.
That was me.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's a fascinating spectacle. I'll say that.
Melissa, I agree with you. And actually, I gotta just. A lot of people will get angry about this because a lot of people know someone with a mental illness. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh,
incredibly offensive. It's so
Amek thought
offensive.
it was a sound effect. Well, I guess I have my own soundboard. I don't even have to pay money for it.
Right.
But yet you guys turn a blind eye to mental illness every single day when you support these creators that are clearly have problems. And this teacher does have problems. She does have problems. So I can't, what can I do? Right?
What can I
Because
do?
everybody wants to, if I go after,
What can I do? What can I do? She's such a miser ass. Unbelievable. And I know for a fact that I don't ignore mental illness on a daily basis. In fact, I go out of my way to try to at least recognize when something's going on with someone and accommodate them so long as they're respectful to me. Ignore it. I mean, what do you mean ignore it? What is she talking about? Like, from my point of view, the people that tune in to her sloppy coffee hour and support what she's saying right now that we're listening to, I mean, there's a bigger concern there, in my opinion. She's
Lisa says,
self-smoking.
if I go after her, is she trying to give herself an out? Well, it's too late. You said what you said. Can't take it back.
That's it.
What are they
You
going to say?
can't
Oh, she's got a mental problem. She should be taken.
Oh,
put the
sorry. Go
toothpaste.
ahead.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Right.
Or what's the other one? You can't unring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't. What can I do? Right? Because everybody wants to. If I go after her, what are they going to say? Oh, she's got a mental problem. She shouldn't be teaching fucking kids. She needs to go to therapy and get her shit worked out.
I need to go to therapy and get my shit. I will say this was I think this was the funniest part of my response. Worked out. Would you help fund the bill? Oh, wait, I have insurance. Never mind. Because I have a job where they give me insurance. So, yeah, I don't see a therapist. This is my therapy. This is my therapy. This is how I decompress, how I get frustrations out from the day, decompress. So, no wonder Bertha knows who my therapist is. Bertha. I loved that part.
Yes, very well done.
I'm sorry it took me so long to realize that. Thank you.
She's a danger to her children. Just saying. Oh no, she's not. You're being mean, Betty. Okay. Well, when one of those kids get hurt because she decides to have a nervous breakdown.
Oh, and so this is one thing as I was listening back to this again where she says when she decides to have a nervous breakdown. After I heard that again last night when I was watching this video, I'm pretty sure that people can't decide when to have a nervous breakdown. It's out of one's control. So again, that is just more evidence that she has no clue what she's fucking talking about.
Yeah, ever. About anything.
Chili, I do not have a therapy money jar yet, but I did get my first copay paid for yesterday, so I'm good for my first visit. Yes. But I may come up with an imaginary therapy jar where, I wonder if they make those. I could probably have someone make one for me, kind of like Bertha has her quote grift jar, swear jar. I could have a therapy jar instead. Oh, you picked up part of my deductible too. Thank you, because my deductible is so freaking high. It's insane. It is insane what my deductible is. I do have to have some sort of jar. Yes, I will think about that.
AMAC says, every accusation is a confession by projection. Home run with
Ooh.
those words.
Let me see.
All
Where is
true.
that? Oh, here we go. I want to show
true.
that.
She's like a high definition projector.
Oh, good. It's sleeting outside. I heard something against the window and I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's ice. Great. Good thing I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow.
Betty, okay. Well, when one of those kids get hurt because she decides to have a nervous breakdown.
So here's where just because someone has a nervous breakdown doesn't mean they're going to hurt someone. So it's my opinion in this that she believes that I would hurt one of my students because I'm having some type of psychotic episode, some mental break. That is really messed up because I would never hurt any of my students ever. And if I was in that frame of mind where I felt I was losing control, where I was going off the deep end, I would take what's called a leave of absence. That is called self-control. If you feel yourself getting, a little hyped up, you can tap out. I can take a day off because I need a break. So, like I said before, you better tread really lightly because you may think you know who I am, but you really fucking don't. And actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's watch that again. We're gonna watch the ending again because that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are paying attention to what she's, this new shit that she's up to. It seems like everyone's too
Oh,
busy.
Lisa, that's a good question. I wonder if she thinks you teach like first grade or something like that because, like you said, your students, some are bigger than you.
Yeah, definitely, right? I mean, they're high school kids near
Yeah,
graduation. Ever see what a high school fucking football team looks like?
yeah, they're big dudes. Oh, I didn't even think of that. So Brandon had said nice screen stop. And then Amax said it looks like she's scared of Emmy yelling at her.
I see that.
If you feel yourself getting, a little hyped up, you can tap out. I can take a day off because I need a break. So, like I said before, you better tread really lightly because you may think you know who I am, but you really fucking don't.
She really fucking don't.
Yeah. Pretty good. True Jedi, that was your favorite part? Yeah, there was a lot of favorite parts, but I thought my mic drop moment would be where I said about having blood on your hands. Like I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But now that I see it, now that I played it back a few times, I can see where, that was like the mic drop. That's like the end of the season, cliffhanger. What's going to happen next?
Yes, join us next season. Yeah, it was a very, very good response. Like I already told you. It's difficult. I know it must be difficult to decide what to respond to and what to just, roll those eyes at.
Yeah.
But you did a great job. Classy as always. That's another C word. Jeez, me and these fucking C words, I can't get it right.
What's another C word?
Classy?
Oh, classy.
Yeah.
Well, classy is better than being brassy, so.
True that.
Gina. And that's the thing, though. Like, I wasn't even being bitchy. Maybe just a little.
Well, I mean, there sometimes people get what they deserve. That's what I feel. If you're an asshole,
Oh,
just expect people to speak harshly to you, because I mean, the reason that most people are such assholes is because they think they're slick and they can get away with it. But whenever you say to them, "Hey, you're an asshole,"
I think that'll be the name of my book, AMAC. You think you know, but you have no idea. This is the
no,
diary of Emmy Headstone. Or like the intro to a TV show, but that would actually like be good for like an intro. Um yeah. Ooh, that could be my trailer. And AMAC, I did see where you can add a trailer. So I'm gonna try to work on that.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did see that when I was going through streaming or studio.
And I guess you could do a voiceover as well and just load the whole thing in there, I suppose.
Yeah, Evil Queen, that's the thing. She never says in my opinion or allegedly. She stated every single word in that 10 minutes as fact.
Yes, she did. There was no ambiguity whatsoever. It was bold and it was crisp and it was very clear what she said.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
it
so,
looks even worse in writing. Like if you were to see it on a piece of paper, like I have, it looks even worse.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
But yeah, what else is going on out there in this YouTube world?
I don't know. Has anybody in chat? I did hear Dolly, the girl that was reading the new filing. I heard a little bit of it, but I didn't read the whole thing. I skimmed it, and I thought it read like a temper tantrum, but I didn't read the whole thing. So, I mean, 19 pages is a lot.
Yeah, when I got it this morning, I couldn't. My eyes, I was just like, nah, I can't. I was like, somebody will do it. And I saw Dolly was going live to do it, and it took him like 20 minutes to find somebody to come up. I was in chat. I was just like, I'll read it, Dolly, but I don't think Betty would like that very much. It's funny.
I know. And then I knew she was, I actually, when I first got to Dolly's, I, I tagged Bertha to see if she was there, and she wasn't. But then she did show up, and then she stopped talking, and then I checked again, and she was lurking.
Oh yeah,
She was in
she
the
was in there.
bushes just watching.
Yep, Detective Mab was in there having her back. He always does, though. One thing I'll say about that guy, he's a faithful chap.
Oh, you just saw a bit on No Wire Hangers.
Brandon says Morbid is going crazy. Yeah, it seems like I was talking to Emmy about it. The term I used was he's just going fucking apocalyptic. I mean, that's just oh man, it's so bad. I was in his first live back, and I was a little disoriented to be honest. I wasn't sure exactly what the fuck was going on, and I was still under the impression that he was friends or in some way you know uh, chummy with the Glare, who I mod for. So I found myself in a very interesting predicament. But I'm not going back over there unless he gets this interview, and of course I can't miss that.
So I'm just going to read one sentence that kind of stood out to me on the newest filing from Bertha. And I actually sent Burnt Toast a message. She hadn't actually seen the filing yet, but I let her know that she was, well, I'll just read it quick. So it says, this sentence says, this particular alternative channel creator, Bertha, located, is a creator that Queen Bee has elicited help from, and still, as this action is before this court, elicits help from Jane Doe, aka Burnt Toast. At this point, I keep wondering who should be wearing a tin hat in this matter because Queen Bee believes Bertha defamed Queen Bee so much that Queen Bee's entitled to damages for alleging that Bertha made 1 to 3 statements defaming Queen Bee. But the hundreds of hours of defaming commentary towards Bertha are idle chit chat and opinions merely taken out of context. It is a comical argument, to say the least. So that was
Wah,
more than one
wah.
sentence, but
Yep.
I was like,
Well, two things. I mean, aluminum foil is really expensive right now, if nobody's noticed. But and also, Lisa, that was good of you to send that information to the Glare. I mean, there's just no way around that being legal. What he did, you simply can't do that.
oh, and
Um,
I did wonder that because the girl that Dolly had reading the newest filing, she mentioned something about the Glare seeking legal action, and I wasn't sure if that was true or not.
I'm not exactly sure. I mod for him. I never talked to him. We had zero correspondence whatsoever the whole time. So I don't know. I just tune in and hope for the best. I always have his back.
Oh, I think it's supposed to be a tin. What did she say? Oh, thank you. So V. Kaiser said, I think it's supposed to be a tinfoil hat. So I didn't even notice. So she said, at this point, I keep wondering who should be wearing a tin hat in this matter. Is
I
she
didn't
is
even
she
catch
the
that.
Tin
That's
Man
awesome.
from Wizard of Oz?
Somebody get that heifer some oil. Stat. I mean, so does she have an out here? If she just fucking throws in the towel and surrenders and says,
Well, the judge already, it's my understanding that the judge already approved Queen Bee's counter.
yeah, but you can't be forced to follow through with something unless you want to follow through with something. I mean, that's my assumption. I'm asking for a friend.
That I do not know.
I mean, the only winners here are the lawyers, for sure. They're eating big fat steaks and lobster right now. They don't give a fuck. She can drop her case. Ren says, yes, that's what I thought too. I thought anytime you could just say, okay, this is enough. Or they could come to some type of agreement, and they don't have to make it public. They can stop making money off the bullshit. Just be done with it, right? How come nobody's
Yeah, I
ever
would
offered
think
it?
so.
Why does no one ever offer that, you know, uh, solution to this dumpster fire?
Well,
I
I
guess
mean,
we're too far along to be true. You know what I mean?
well, and I mean the lawyer did put in emails where he blatantly, said like we can end this. Like we're giving you the opportunity
It seems
to
to be the
drop
sentiment.
it or we're going to move forward.
Yeah, it seems like just bad decision making. I don't know. Queen Twinkle says Queen Lawyer has asked Betty that. I believe it. I really didn't know that, but I'd
Yeah,
assume that
I'm
that's one
pretty
of the
sure it was
first
in an
things.
email that he put as an attachment.
Yeah, I mean the first thing most decent lawyers do, at least that I've seen,
Mhm.
are try to mediate and try to come to some type of agreement before pursuing, you know, work. But I mean, I guess I'm looking at the world through rose-colored glasses, assuming that they could do that, the two of them, because I think it's too far along. And I wouldn't, to be honest. I don't think I'd drop it if I was Queen Bee. Somebody has to make a point of this.
Oh, I agree. And what Bertha said about Queen Bee was truly slander and
That came
defamation.
absolutely. Well, that came up over in Dolly's as well. The thing that like it's too big to just be settled.
Well, and so when I showed up, he was talking about they were reading the part where apparently Dolly's package had had been mentioned.
Oh yeah,
And so he actually was really funny.
yeah.
He's like, "How so now he's like, does my package need to get a lawyer?" Like, oh my God. Oh,
No,
okay, runs with scissors. His first email, he requested her withdraw and she told him not to contact her.
okay. I remember the do not contact me
Yep.
part. Yeah, so that was so that was so interesting to me that I missed the what the basis of that letter was. So cool. That's good to know.
Oh, from what her past court records indicate, Bertha goes for the jury trial even when offered to settle or take a plea.
Yeah. I mean, hmm. Good luck with that.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
how do you find a jury of someone like that? Did she have peers, and where are they? Because we need to be aware.
Oh, I think recently he offered her to drop it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most logical thing to do. But then, I mean, if they just drop, I mean, in any case, it looks like Queen is clearly going to win. I mean, unless, and I know nothing about the law whatsoever. I mean, at all. But it just seems like that's the way it's going. Everyone, I trust their opinion on it. It's like a slam dunk as far as everyone can tell. So, what is? I mean, is all of that money? Is like Queen gonna have a fucking block party or something when this is all done? Or I know she said they're keeping accountability or accounting on it, keeping track of it. But it still seems that, yeah, I don't know. It seems like a lot of money for to defend a pro se, you know, sadvocate.
Yeah, it is a lot of money, but unfortunately, when you hire, someone who actually knows the law.
Yeah, it's imperative. Just get a lawyer.
Mhm.
Even lawyers get lawyers. Like, just keep it
Yeah.
real. Runs with Scissors says it's not though. I'm not. I must have missed something. Laurie Sinner, have you ever paid a lawyer? Um,
Holy
I,
cow.
I don't discuss my private business to strangers online like that. Sorry.
The Glare once said his custody attorney charged $750 per email.
That's
Holy
wild.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, if Laurie, if you're implying that I'm not intelligent enough to know that lawyers cost a lot of fucking money, then I think you're mistaken.
Yeah, I'm a baffled.
But if,
I mean, I don't have a lot of assets either. I mean, I have my house, I have my car, but
hmm.
Sourpuss's volume is really low.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was clearing my throat. I moved my face away from the mic.
I love Runaway Truth that you're calling her Miss Paralegal. Miss Paralegal fails to understand she is her own attorney. Parties are required to communicate and try to resolve without court or as many issues as possible. If she refuses and loses, Queen Bee can recoup attorney fees.
Yeah, I mean, what's the again? Maybe Laurie can help us out. She seems to know a lot about lawyers. what's the reality of getting blood from a stone? I mean, how do you get $25,000 or whatever the final cost of Queen's, legal costs for all these lawyers? So you got a good lawyer, from what I understand. He's he's witty. I'll say that. It's actually entertaining. I usually can't read that shit, but he's got a little bit of spunk. I like it.
I would
Um,
think they'd have to garnish wages,
how do you? Yeah, I guess. I mean,
but when you don't have a job,
so I think
there aren't
ultimately,
any wages to garnish.
Ren L says, "Sinner, look at my reply above." I can't see it from where I am.
Oh, here. So Ren, let me know if I need to go up a little bit more. So Bertha isn't close to filing anything correctly. Queen will not see a penny unless Bertha has income that can be garnished. Okay, I had just said that
Yeah,
too.
see, that's what I think. At the end, it's ultimately going to be some type of weird settlement, anyways. So what's the fucking holdup? Laurie, I didn't feel disrespected. Sorry, I just sound crass sometimes. I have a sore throat right now. What, and I think I was unclear as well. So let me clear it up. What I was saying is, if Betty does say throw in the towel and come to some compromise, it's going to cost far less than it would if they actually went to a trial, and that's just a simple fucking fact. So my question is then, what happens with the extra money? And this is not any taking shots at anyone, because like from my perspective, it can be dangerous whenever your subscribers and members go from being subscribers and members to being an investor. You have different responsibilities if the people that are supporting you are financially invested in you. They look at it differently. They're going to allow you to get away with more stuff because they want to win. And this is no knock. I mean, I hope it doesn't sound that way, because it must be complicated for her to navigate this, I'm sure.
Oh, it's a court-ordered payment. She'll have to pay, and she can't claim indigent. She'll have to sell things.
Yeah, and I'm not implying, just to be honest and clear here, I'm not implying that Queen would do anything nefarious with extra money or buy dogs or cars, whatever people are saying. That's not what I'm implying. It's a genuine question if she's left with all this extra cash from all these people. I mean, I didn't personally donate any money, so I don't have a horse in the race, so to speak. Um, hopefully she comes up with something clever. I mean, she very well may, but I can't imagine that counting on returning every donation that every late night drunken super chat that came in. How do you even keep track? Like, so I don't know.
And
I'm curious. I do find. I mean, it's an interesting thing.
And Runs with Scissors has a good point. They won't be able to successfully collect from an unemployed bullhorn. The point is just to get a judgment that follows her.
Yes, and if it does set some type of precedent, I guess this is something that I've overlooked, and someone impressed it upon me just recently. If there is some type of precedent that they've been be able to be set here, then that's the value of the money. You know what I mean? I think there should be no conversation about where the money goes, because it would be worth setting a standard for what you can't and can't do, you know? Because right now it seems to be the Wild West, and it's not great.
Yeah, I agree. True Jedi, I'm sure the lawyer, Queen's lawyer will guide her.
Yeah, he seems to, again, I'm in no position to even critique a lawyer, but I like his snarkiness.
I'm a baffled. I believe you do get a tax form, but I don't remember. It's not a W-2. It's like a 1040 or something.
Yeah, I saw Cash App is down to anything over $600 you have to declare.
Yeah, you have to claim.
That's that's gonna hurt a lot of fucking small time pot dealers in the Midwest. That's funny.
Yeah, Sean, exactly. It weighs her down even if she can't afford to pay the judgment against her. Yep, because it'll follow her. Oh, 1099. Thank you.
See, but here's a
I said 1020. I don't even know
I'm
what that
sitting here
means.
thinking now, like, and again, please, if anyone knows, please correct me if I'm wrong. But if there's a settlement, does that mean there is no precedent set? You know what I mean? If there's no ruling per se, then that, I don't know. This could get real complicated. That's why lawyers are so expensive, I think.
Yep, and same for PayPal. And I believe Venmo also has some type of whatever structure in regards to money as well.
Oh, runs with scissors. It said not if they are smart and do $5.99 payments. No, it's not. It's not not for each individual payment, but $600 in your tax year. Anything more than that, you have to declare. So that's for the whole fucking year, and that's a big change because they, for the last few years, just almost completely ignored it, and they treated it as if like a waiter or a bartender getting cash tips. They didn't really. There's no way to really. But now they're like you have to. So
Yeah, I would agree, BK, sir. In my understanding, there must be a judgment in order to set a precedent. But then Lisa said even $1 in Queen Bee's favor is a precedent.
okay.
Right, because I mean a judgment is a judgment, regardless of how much it is.
Well, that honestly, I have no idea. It just that's why
Yeah,
it
I
popped
mean
in
I
my
would
head.
think so.
Yeah, I mean, no idea. But we are all gonna watch it to the painstaking fucking end, no matter what. So I just hope it's sooner than later. I remember when everybody used to cover cases, like when I was new to the scene here. What the fuck happened to that?
Yes, and PayPal you always want to do gift or like there's certain options that yeah.
Not if you sent. Okay, I see. Yes, there's two options. There's one for like professional service or product or friend,
Yep.
and one is insured and the other is not. Lisa Oldham says
Wow.
this won't be in the
Yeah.
courtroom until. Geez, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to fucking find a different genre.
Well, I mean it is well it's
It is
November.
so
It's almost
grueling.
December.
I know, time
Like 3
flies.
months, but yeah, that's almost a year. Kathy, Kathy, your kids' Thanksgiving break just started. Oh no, they had yesterday off too, right? So they started their break yesterday. Yeah, we have tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday off. My niece and nephew don't get tomorrow off. They go to school tomorrow.
Lame.
But they did have a half day this past Friday, so I mean, I guess, you know.
Well, the days before holidays are always like goof off days, anyways. Everyone just goof.
Mhm. Yeah, I had a lot of kids out today. It was actually today was a really good day. I had a few kids yell at me because they said I told on them, but I was like, I'm not gonna lie. And they come in and they ask me questions and I tell them the truth. And then they'll, you know, they'll say something back and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You may not like the truth, but I'm still gonna tell it to you.
Ooh, I like those words.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And I
kind of where
mean,
I am too.
the one girl, like she was all worked up, and then I said, you know, I'm not gonna lie. And then she was fine with it. She kind of like, you know, she was still aggravated with me, but she wasn't mad anymore.
Yeah, I mean, just like your title says, being direct is oftentimes the best way to do it.
Oh, Renzo Scissors, your state gave up trying to get kids to show up Thanksgiving week a long time ago. Yeah, we always have, at least the schools I've been at, we always have Monday and Tuesday, and then we have the rest of the week off. Oh my word, Sean. I got injured in January of 2009, and my civil case didn't go to trial in Illinois Circuit Court until April 2016. That is a long time.
Shoot, someone said honesty is the best policy,
Yeah,
or
because when
something
you tell the truth,
to
you
that
don't
effect.
have to remember your lies.
You know what? It keeps everything so simple, you know. And I would add be honest as well, because you could be truthful and dishonest at the same time. Strangely enough. Yeah, I find it for me personally, like obviously I have people that dislike me because of things I say, and I find it all so long as I stay honest and don't get all shady and get into the bushes with these weirdos, you know, even if you disagree with what I'm saying now, so long as I continue to be honest, maybe you'll agree with me later, you know.
Oh,
Maybe
Renzo
not.
Scissors. So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said maybe not. I mean, it's up to individuals. I'm not pandering for likes. Just the last few days with these people have been nasty.
So that's so Runs with Scissors. I haven't read it, but I saw in Dolly's chat, someone in chat had mentioned that her like losses or something went from like 30,000 to 40,000 in less than a page. Like so the numbers didn't match up even though they should have.
Of course, of course.
In like 19 pages. And that based on what I got, because I get the updates from the court, and based on it was an addition. So it was like an addition to her last filing. So another like 19 pages of why it should be the countersuit should be dismissed. It's like,
Well, she wants to get that cash so she can make a donation to her for her political aspiration.
mm.
Then she said she was gonna relaunch her second channel as a political
Yeah, she
talking
said
point
that
channel.
at some point. Yeah, she said she was going to start a political channel, and I think she's going to use her, like she had a second, her like her backup channel that she doesn't really use. I feel like she might be using that to be her backup channel, and she's going to do all politics on there.
I'm sure it's gonna be riveting stuff, no question. Hopefully she goes all the way and does like the screaming eagle coming in over her shoulder and shit. That would be awesome. Maybe some machine guns firing.
Oh, so I just got a message. Let's go to.
Top secret messages.
I know. It's not going to be a secret for long because we're going to all see what the secret message was.
Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
All right. So this is quite interesting.
I don't even know what's happening.
So the Bullhorn Betty channel is officially sponsoring a family this Christmas.
Watch
Let
out.
me know if you'd like to help make this mom's and little boy's Christmas special. I'd like to go over and above if possible.
I I gotta be honest. I don't hate this so long as that family's getting the shit. Why not, right? The
Or if
holiday
it's
season.
actually real.
Well, I mean, nobody is that stupid. Even her. There's no way. She knows the second she posts that we're all gonna get emails. Like I just got a message too. Like there's no way. And if that family's getting good stuff for Christmas, then fucking amen.
Yeah, I mean, if this is truly legit,
See,
Um,
I think this is where we go wrong. We can't pick apart something good if it happens just because
oh
when it's
no, and
happened.
I actually do this. Well, I've done it for years. I'm hoping that my school where I'm at now does it because my niece and nephew already have everything.
I
And
do.
so I usually get them some like, one or two things and then I just go all out for a kid who really needs it.
I delivered Toys for Tots down in San Diego when I was stationed down there. Pretty cool. They literally collected a fucking mountain of toys on Camp Pendleton. Of course, all the kids on base got first dibs on everything. You know, the lower income families, and believe it or not, there are lower income families that live on military bases. Wrap your head around that. Hey Thor, how's it going, man? I just saw you. I'm in and off of away from chat every occasionally here. I don't see everything. Have a good dinner, Brandon. You still there, Amy?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, all good. If you got another top secret message you want to share.
No, no, no more top secret messages.
Hey, remember like one of our first lives here that lady got blocked? Is she still blocked?
Um, Everybody who was blocked is still blocked from here.
Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to be spending money anymore anyway, so yeah, have a good one again, Brandon. Thanks for sharing with us, man. We got your back.
See you, Brandon.
So yeah, I don't know who's expecting me to like clap back at those witches. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to give them my energy. They're not worth it. If I get mad, I'm just going to prove them right, and they're not right. So I will
Well, and I
say,
think with, everything, like all of the other stuff going on,
yeah. Well, it took me a second to figure out. Nobody wants to see anything negative about themselves, right? And then what do they always say? Like this is one of the first lessons I learned as a young man. Consider the source. Always consider the source. So I never heard of this Tiger Cucks channel before, so I just went ahead and scrolled down and looked at the videos. I was like, oh, they're a queen bee. No wonder. We're not supposed to like each other. It's not a fucking mystery what's going on here. So they can have it. If I clap back any more than this, then I'll be supporting their cigarette and dog food. Uh, and I'm not doing that. So I feel bad for some of them. So some of those people, they're like 200 uh, comments, and 30 of them are from this one lady. The lady I was asking if she's still blocked in here.
oh,
So
yes. Yeah.
I know where it's coming from, and it's very interesting.
So Lisa, I yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's um a way to find a family in need that we could get an Amazon list for to donate.
Yeah, we could look into that, right? Why not look at that? I mean, I'm always
Oh
forgiving
yeah,
to
I mean, I'm
fundraising.
just thinking there's got to be organizations. Um
I was as a young child, I was in a poverty-stricken family, and we were helped out every holidays were a big deal, and Pittsburgh does not disappoint when it comes to taking care of each other. So I always try to give back when I can. So I encourage everyone to do that.
yeah, there's got to be. I'll look into it.
Yes, we just have the problem is we have to like be adults and be analytical about confirming the legitimacy of it because like nobody wants to get bamboozled with some fundraising thing. So what I would say is I don't want any part of it unless it's presented in a professional way. If there's an organization, it would be better because give money to a family and then you're gonna have goofy ass YouTubers going fucking with the family and find out if they're buying alcohol with this money or some bullshit. I can already see it, you know.
Well, so my TA and I were talking about it because I was like, I wonder if they, have where you can adopt a family here at school. And she's like, oh, I'll never do it again. I was like, what do you mean? So a few years back, she had adopted this family who needed gifts during Christmas, and it was a student that was in her then district. And so after the holidays, the kid came back in and she's like, "Oh, how did you know like your gifts? How was your Christmas?" And he's like, "Yeah, I brought all the stuff back and bought myself an Xbox." And she was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I returned everything and used the money to buy an Xbox." So she's like, "I'll never do it again." I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't think like that because that was one kid. Like there's kids who really need, like they just can't."
Yes, I mean, tons and tons of kids that need stuff.
Oh, Twinkles, are you the one who posted a comment about the penny list this week? I saw the comment that the penny list for Dollar General was really long this week,
Oh, that time of year.
and I meant to look. Oh, that's nice. I'm a baffled. In my family, we used to get gifts for one another. Now we take the money we would have used on gifts and donate it to our local animal shelter. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, Emmy, did you wanna have someone up? Is anybody interested to come chat with us?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was hoping you'd see my message.
I just now saw it. Sorry.
I don't know if AMAC is still here, or I don't know if Lisa wants to come up because Lisa, I know last time you said I think you had to go to an event or to work.
Yeah, no pressure. I mean, just seeing if anybody wanted to.
Yeah, so the penny list, oh, it was Halloween and Green Dot. So Green Dot is most likely probably spring or summer. Oh, okay. So yeah, I might have to just go and see if I can find anything. I hate going to Dollar General, but when things are a penny, why not? Um oh, VCaser. Sometimes Walgreens has a holiday tree with names from a nursing home that you can buy gifts for.
That's cool. I mean, also, if you don't have money this time of year, you can always go to like retirement communities and talk to the activities director. They always need volunteers. Go hang out with some old people, shoot the shit. You'd be surprised some of the stories you'll hear. And the holidays are hard for it. I mean, there's a lot of widowers in there, you know. So go bring someone some fucking hot chocolate and listen to them for a little bit if you can. That's a lot of times more valuable than money, especially to them. You know.
Oh, for sure. Oh, Twinkles, you've already been. Oh, right, because it's Tuesday. People got carts full. I got crayons and books going to donate. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. You can never have too many
Oh
crayons.
yeah, for sure, Lisa. It would be nice as a channel. So I'm sure there's, some place where there's got to be.
My parents found me in the basement making a giant candle out of a bunch of crayons when I was like 11. It was a bad scene. I
What were
made it.
you gonna do with it?
I melted all the crayons down, and then I took some of the paper from the wrapping and I made a wick. I lit it.
Oh,
It was in a controlled. I guess it sounds crazy in the basement, but it was like it had a coal furnace, so it was a cement floor with you know big cleared space. It wasn't like it was a danger, but crayons are great.
okay. So I just did a quick search while we were hanging out, and so it says there are charity wish lists on Amazon, and so it would probably be we'd have to find a charity that was using their registry or gift list for something like,
Yeah,
um so that would definitely so we just have to find a charity that
and we
is
look at administrative costs. But yeah, I mean that's the only way for us to protect ourselves. If we were gonna, you know, suggest even that someone does that. You know what I mean? Thor says it really doesn't take much to make another person feel cared for, loved, and not forgotten. That's it, and that's what's pretty much forgotten a lot of from a lot of people nowadays. People of all ages.
oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know if this still exists, but I just found an article. This was from 2020. It's called Amazon Wishlist Let Donors Virtually Shop for Give a Kid a Christmas program. Give a Kid Projects is using Amazon Wishlist to allow donors to virtually shop for presents during the pandemic, but I wonder if it still exists. Let's see.
Yeah, see, we can search. There must be some type of
Yeah.
something we could direct people who want to, you know. But with how Sue happy people are, I can't do that. You know what I mean? We gotta be careful. I mean, I've even seen some really nasty pitfalls with subscribers and members like having difficult financial times and then finding out it was a ruse or whatever. You just have to be really careful.
Yeah, that's
And that
that's really
sucks. I mean, I
shitty.
hate that it's that way, but I mean, it just
Oh, it does still exist. I just looked it up.
oh cool.
Give a Kid a Christmas. So they have Give a Kid a Christmas, Give a Kid a Coat, Give a Kid a Backpack. So it's giveakidprojects.org. Oh, the deadline to sign up for this program was Friday, December 7th, 2023. Uh, that's that hasn't passed yet. So why are you saying you can't sign up anymore? It's not December 7th. Oh yeah, I'm a baffled. That's how my mom used to get us gifts. She would use layaway because they had to put on a little bit each month.
Same here. We in Pittsburgh, outside of Pittsburgh, we would have this department store called Hills, Hills. It was like the competitor of Kmart at the time.
Yes,
Yeah,
JLL. So maybe I'll do a live this week since I'm off on penny shopping
there you
because
go.
I said I was going to do one, quite a while ago and then I never did.
So has Bertha? I mean, she took a whooping in that chat over there today. I wonder if I'm surprised she's not raging somewhere.
Well, she posted that one community post. It said 40 minutes ago, so
She started the day by saying she was going to be live like 3 times, right? Something like that. Or was that yesterday?
well, she should be having her 6:30 live. I haven't seen anything. Oh, actually, she does have it scheduled. My
There
bad.
you go.
Brian
So,
Koberger challenges DNA evidence.
well, yeah, no shit. That's what the lawyers are going to challenge everything. That's the whole fucking point of a trial. Silly goose.
And I didn't watch her live from this morning, but I heard she said some rather interesting things.
I mean, the only breaking news that's going to come from that case is Koberger confesses or um, Koberger released. Who cares about it? Of course, the defense is going to challenge the DNA. That's the main evidence against them. Is she suggesting that they wouldn't challenge the DNA? they would say, "Oh yes, that's
Oh no. Okay, so her thumbnail says challenges to investigative genetic genealogy DNA evidence,
I see, I see."
but then her title says Brian Koberger challenges DNA evidence.
Yeah,
So, I think she's going to be talking about the challenges. Her title just doesn't match up with
I gotcha.
what she's talking about.
Yeah, and I mean, since he was very first arrested, they've been talking about challenging the how the DNA was collected, and unfortunately for the prosecution, the defense has a bit of trickery there. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know. It just seems like it's for some reason the prosecution is being ambiguous, moderately ambiguous about exactly how it went down.
All right, and what I'll do, so I saw somebody just posted a comment. I think it was I'm a baffled about the updated penny list. I'm going to put a link in chat, and this actually you can get to the penny list. Oh wow, they have Bic colored pencils, colored pens. All right, I'm going to drop this link in the chat. So this is the updated one, I'm a baffled, or anyone else who wants to learn about penny shopping. This will have some other links that you can go to. And this is from Krista. Well, it was Krista Coupons. I
I'm
think
not
she's
even
still
sure.
called Krista Coupons.
I'm not sure that I have Dollar Generals here where I am. There must be. They have everything else.
And I feel like they're everywhere. Oh, so it looks like a lot of the summer stuff is also they're showing cartloads of like pools, like the blow up pools and other stuff. And this girl also puts the UPC, so you can, oh yeah, confetti crayons. They have brooms and dustpans, like a set for a penny. Looks like crayons, more crayons. A lot of home stuff.
Yeah, Twinkles. I'm not sure. I just don't remember seeing. I'm in a town that I'm not from, so I don't remember.
All right,
seeing
let's
one.
see if there's any Dollar Generals near you. I'm gonna look it up quick.
But that's cool if you're in Montana, if you know Montana. When the pandemic hit, I was bartending, and I lived in a small apartment in Pittsburgh, and I nearly lost my mind pacing around bored. So I had buddies I was in the military with, and I went out to Montana and just hung out for like 4 months. Got a little rental place. It was super cool. One of the best decisions I ever made.
Okay, so let me change it. There is one. I think this is near you. I'm going to send you a screenshot.
I see you, Twinkles. Yeah, it's beautiful in any direction out there, to be honest. So, are you penny shopping? Is that what's happening?
No, I was sending you a picture of, I think
Oh.
that's near where you are. I sent you a screenshot of where there's Dollar Generals.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yes, JLL. It's only at Dollar General's.
Don't Dollar General dox me.
Oh, one last thing, Lisa says. Bertha said this morning that it was her in her channel that made up the name Idaho 4. No, didn't Gray Hughes?
Gray Hughes did 100%. I was there for it. I was sitting in the chat when it happened.
I was like,
He
WTF?
he actually they were kicking around a few things, and he begrudgingly said, "I guess that's what we have to call it. I guess that's what it's going to be called because it was sort of an organic thing." She fucking did not.
I
I'll
was
say
gonna
again,
say,
she
I
did
thought it
not.
was Gray
No.
Hughes too.
Oh yes, 100%. Excuse me. I mean it's ridiculous. It's like I don't know. And you know what? So what if you did? I mean, to be honest, even if she did, what a strange thing to tell. Like, why would you want to attach yourself so personally to such a tragic situation? I did that.
Because she's. I don't know.
I mean, I just wouldn't do anything the way she does it. I live my life a completely different way than her.
Hey, Kathy. Oh, you're going live? Oh, you got. Kathy, you're gonna go over it. I'm gonna come over and listen to you because I don't really feel like reading it myself.
See, this is what I mean. I want to go over there and watch it, but I know all those, people that be giving me trouble are going to be there.
Well, then
It's
you
unfair.
just stay in the bushes.
Hell no, I'm not in the bushes.
Well, then just be there.
I know.
They just have to deal.
I'm just airing my grievance is all.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to worry about where I go. I figure so
All
long as I
right.
don't look any of them in the eye, I won't turn to stone.
Yeah. That was Medusa, right?
Yeah. Medusa.
I always used to call myself Megatron,
Nice.
leader of the Decepticons, because some of my, like, years ago, some of my former coworkers were just like, I don't know, anal. And so I was like, just call me Megatron.
Thanks, Laugh Life. I appreciate that. A-Max says nobody keeps dinner in the bushes. That
Well,
sounds
some
dirty
people might keep
somehow.
dinner in the bushes. You never know.
That sounds vaguely dirty for some reason.
Oh, Sean has a good point. Since nobody knows Moscow in Idaho from Moscow, Russia, it made sense they went with Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, any last thoughts? Because we've been just over 2 hours. I'm getting hungry.
Nothing from me. Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, it was fun. So thanks
Yeah, it was good.
everybody. AMAC, any trivia or word searches? Listen, I want some more word searches because I killed it.
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry, I was on the heels of fighting a hashtag somehow. But I'll be there for the next one for sure, AMF.
Yeah. I mean, I was just so
And I'm
fun.
coming to play.
I am off
compete.
tomorrow. AMAC. I'm gonna go out with friends for some drinks in the afternoon, but I'm home all day.
Oh yes, thank you, Gina. Say yo.
Yeah, do another word search. That was fun. Although I will say with the word search, I had to put the word search, like I had to put your live full screen on my laptop, and then I used my phone to type in the words because it is tough to see on a phone, but um it was I liked the word search. It was really fun. All right, yo. Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna be heading over to Kathy P's.
Me too.
And actually, before we go, let me get her link real quick. If anybody hasn't gone over to Kathy's.
Oh yes, thanks for doing that, Emmy. I can't at the moment. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us again. I know Emmy's the draw, and I'm just the one that's dangerous, but that's just perspective. That's not really what's happening here.
Oh, cool, AMAC. I'll definitely keep my eyes peeled because I need to keep my first place win. I gotta how do they say not keep my reign. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Oh, thank you, Thor. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I
that.
appreciate that too. Yeah, I mean there
Yes,
are more.
Spitfire.
I think I'm getting more messages from people that are just like, of course, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they do, type of thing. And it's so easy for them to say that when it's not personal, when. But at the same time, I think they eloquently proved my point. So there's no sense in beating a dead horse. And I don't like that term either. It's just a term. So
So Spitfire says Emmy in word searches after drinks. Hey, maybe I'll be able to see better. You never know. You never know. But a word autocorrect got you again.
I mean,
I don't
I
know.
think Pookie was trying to spell something else. I don't know how you decipher half of the messages that I send to you, Emmy. So you're a master at it.
Because I understand typo. I don't know.
Hey, thanks, Phyllis. We'll see you next time.
Aw, thanks, Phyllis. That's sweet.
And if we don't go
Whatever,
live again,
ignore me, princess. Who's princess?
um, I've been called princess before. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was called princess at my last job because they said I wasn't deserving of queen yet. So they're
Wah,
like, you
wah,
can be
wah.
princess. I was like, okay. I mean, it's still royalty, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, there's far worse things to be called than that. But yeah, we probably, I don't know if we'll be live again before Thanksgiving together, but if not, everyone have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yes. Have a good holiday. And if you don't celebrate the holiday, just have a good day.
Yeah, go
But I
eat a big
will
meal,
definitely
whatever.
be going live at some point.
All right.
Yeah. I've got some
Thanks for your
stories
time.
I want to talk about.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna say a lot more today, but then I realized that there's no sense in it. So I think this is a smart way to play it here.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Thanks for coming up with me. I was pretty dead set on doing it, even if I had to do it by myself. But it's always better with you.
Likewise.
All right,
And
everybody.
all
We'll
right,
we'll
everybody,
see you
have a
over
great night and we'll see
Happy
you
Peas.
hopefully at Kathy P's.
Peace.
Bye.